Well, that's our truck for towing the Cleetus and Cars. We didn't really feel like going to south. So. How to drive, Chris?
Great.
Like brand new?
Like brand new.
How many miles we got?
11,000 miles.
Nice. 2020. 2.
Dude, this thing's an eco torque. Damn, girl.
We got torque.
This thing's gonna get all the this stuff.
5.7?
Yeah.
Well, it says right there.
We got this bitch is a
Like,
hybrid.
where is the ant pile, dude?
I don't know, but I keep getting bit.
Don't get that shit in the truck.
Okay, we're good. Anyway, pretty dope. All right, everyone, we got the new truck, the trailer, the rat rod's loaded up. Phil's getting all the, helping me get the street rod loaded up. We got a bunch of tools. We got everything that we're gonna need. We're gonna start loading it up because we gotta leave first thing in the morning and try and get there tomorrow. So, but the rat rod is all ready to go. Got a new sticker goofing. Yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and get this thing ready to go and tied up and get everything loaded up. So, took the googly eyes out. Didn't want to lose those. Want these ready to go when we get to Florida. All right, guys, we got the winch in case anything happens. We can winch this up. Got the burnout tires, got tools, got a jack, a bunch of other stuff. Luckily, we're not staying at any hotels, so I'm pretty sure we can pull this truck into a garage when we get there. So that'll be really nice. Be able to unhook this, do that. I'm really excited about doing that. I don't have to worry about no hotels and all that stuff. So we're gonna get the rat rod tied down and just kind of load up what I need. Good morning to me. It's about 5 in the morning. We're taking off. I got the old truck loaded down. We got the rat rod. Chris, you ready?
Whoa, I'm too early. I can't see.
So we got the rat rod loaded down. I got the turbos covered up, so in case we hit some rain, I don't have to worry about that. But other than that, it's nice having the truck, so we don't have to put anything on the trailer. When I had the Saab before, I had to put stuff on the trailer, and that kind of sucked. So now all we have on the trailer is the rat rod. So let's do a little, yeah, I ain't going nowhere. Our first stop at Buc-ee's, filled up with some gas, little stuff back here. Rat rod's looking good. Took the googly eyes out so we don't lose those. But everything looks good. Good to go. Already had a guy walks over, he's driving the trash truck, he walked all the way over and looked at the rat rod. I have a feeling that's gonna be a pretty common thing on this trip. Just having people stop us and look at the rat rod. It's pretty cool. Dude, stuck in old traffic.
Lone Star.
Yeah. That's irrelevant. That's not a big deal. We're just out of gas. We're all good. It's all good.
We're chilling.
We're chilling. This E-Hemi, let's see what we were sitting at for mileage. 11. You know.
Way to go, E-Hemi.
Good job, E-Hemi. Yeah. We're in the old state of Mississippi. Gonna fill up with some gas. Got the old rat rod here. Do you think the boards are still on, Chris? I forgot to tie those down. Oh boy! Good thing I looked. Holy! How does that happen? Dude! It bounced all the way to the side. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and strap those down because I don't want that to hit somebody. That would suck. Got some food. But yeah. Trip's going well so far. The truck is freaking killing it. We have made it to Florida, baby. We only got like 500 miles to go. Lord. Alright, tires are still good, everything's secure back here. I just wrapped the turbos up right here because we do have weather on the radar and these other ones really didn't hold up. We'll see how these hold up, but we're just getting everything kind of held up because it looks like we're about to run into some rain. Did they hold on, Chris? Did they hold on? Nice.
Hey, your light is... Oh, no. Your light's on? No, that's from the inside. Your light, right?
Yeah. Huh? 88, I don't care. Whatever. No. I'm at an E15. Oh, that's because it's E15.
There you go.
Yeah, do that. Good. How's the interior, Chris?
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. Look at your fucking stupid ass.
Dude, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing?
It really works.
Oh my God. Hey, the tires are still here. Pretty soaked, Chris? Oh, it's soaked in there. Oh, well. Well, the trash bags held up. It started dumping. We went through some torrential downpours. It is insane. You can see it right now. Look at that. Florida don't mess around with its rain. The interior of this thing is just soaked. But at least this stuff held on. And filters are covered, exhaust is covered, so happy with that. Everything else look good, Andrew? We got like 30 minutes to go to our Airbnb. It's almost like midnight. We've been driving forever. Dude, I can't.
Oh yeah, it only closes.
I can't. When I built my fucking brakes, I didn't build it right, so it's stuck like that. I need to get in there and change it around. I wonder if this has fluid in it. What's that filter right there? Can't open it. I bet you my catch can's full of water. It
Yeah, for sure.
It don't matter. It has a drain on the bottom, so. But, yeah. How's it doing? Is it filling up? Is it filling
Oh
up?
my god.
Dude.
They really do that? Replace nozzle.
What are you doing, dude? Everything is on.
Why is this thing?
Thanks, man. 1940s Chevy cab with a, yeah, it's got a Chevy Love frame, small block 350, twin turbo. Yeah, yeah.
I want to put, I got a 450 liters off of my 78 and 350.
Oh, okay.
I want to do a turbo kit so bad, but I think it's hard.
Nah, it's easy. Just do
It
it.
runs great. Carbureted.
Alright, well, too, man. It was good talking to y'all, man.
Yeah, you too. We get so many, every gas station. We've only had one gas station where nobody walked up to us, but
Nothing beats the guy that listed out every car he had.
yeah. Dude, that guy walked up barefoot on
Barefoot!
dude, he was barefoot on like greasy gas station stuff.
And he had a white greasy shirt on.
He just walks up and he's just like, man, that's cool. Man, I had one of them when I was a kid, man. It was just one of those stories. Just one of them stories.
Every car he had.
Made it. Current status. 29. It's a little bit better. It's a little bit better than Houston's. A little bit better.
Not the Gulf of Mexico.
We got Chris out there wearing a hoodie and jeans at 80-degree weather in the beach. He didn't get the memo. Yeah, you can literally hear the racing from this track. Just right into there. We're going over to Freedom. Freedom.
I'm not going to go with Connor. I'm going to go with J.H. Diesel.
J.H. Diesel for the win. All right, that's why do I start laughing up here?
Because last time I picked
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time to get on your feet. It is time to kick off the Freedom 500. At the Freedom Factory 20.
How do you feel? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
Bleeding more laps than any other driver.
Dude, I saw that happening. I saw that happening.
Has taken an impact. It's going to be hard to see. Yes. Hey, who's here tonight celebrating a birthday? We got.
Come on, he's staying. Go on the night. Go, 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 go! Yeah!
As they're going down the main straight.
Yeah, baby!
Brian in that car. Brian Deegan has made his way back into first spot. Unbelievable driving. Unfreaking believable. Taylor Gillis in second with Red DeVarty in third. We have ladies and gentlemen.
How do you feel, Chris?
Feel good. Tanner landed most of
Brian
it.
Deegan is the winner of the Freedom 500 here at the Freedom Factory in Bradenton, Florida.
All right, it's go time. We're on our way. Let's do this thing. We're back for more action today with the We're actually part of the action today. We're not just watching.
We're part of the live action.
We're in live action. Hell yeah. I can't wait to do a burnout. Live action. I can't wait to do a burnout. This thing.
Spin those tires.
This thing. Nice.
Famous to us.
Vice grip garage.
Man, that thing really is ratty.
Oh, dude.
Good God.
Oh, yeah, that's badass. Nice. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's the one. Whoa.
Oh, my God. That thing is nasty.
Freaking wild.
Got the Australian guys over here looking at the rat rod. Well, guys, we're out here at Freedom Factory. It's so much fun. Everybody's just coming around and looking at the rat rod. It was really cool to have the Australian guys come over. They actually won the burnout contest in Australia. I can't believe I'm drawing a blank. You guys know the burnout contest, but he's a grand champion of that. And they came over here and they were talking and admiring the rat rod. It was really cool. It's just everybody out here is doing it for the same sport, and it's really, really fun. So I can't wait. I'm so excited to do a burnout. It's just awesome. We got the rat rod converted over, and I made a little adjustment to the float bowl that some other people were kind of mentioning out. So it should be pretty cool. I think it's wicked. They're all wicked. Oh, there's a pad. Has a little dog leg over there. I think I can work with that. I think I can work with that.
You guys are amazing. That is how you...
16 hours for this.
They approach the arena once more. The 1940 Rat Rod off to a quiet start, but he's getting it going. Twin turbos.
Get it
Let's
spinning.
see it, Colin Thomas.
Keep it running, keep it running.
Cut it. Cut it.
Float bowls.
Cancel it. I think we got Is that fuel? Fuel, they smell fuel, guys. Go ahead and stop right there.
Spraying out the turbos.
You got some fuel leaking, bro. You got some fuel leaking.
Well, that ain't good.
Alright. First safety, you're
They're all
done.
saying it's
1, 2,
done.
3. It's alright. He's gonna get it fixed. I did see that. That was fuel. Alright, thank you guys. You can smell it. That lady's like, it smells like my master bedroom.
Damn thing ran out of fuel.
That thing spins fast.
She looks surprised.
Float? Was pouring out the carburetor? Sure, wasn't it from the tank coming from the back?
There you go. Send it, buddy.
Got Colin, make some quick adjustments. Making a float bolt change here. Quick little adjustment. Look at this thing. It looks surprised. Phil liked that. He liked that one. Hopefully we can go again. We're really hoping. Just a simple little pickup. Calling the tuning god.
Well guys, it's the next day. We are somewhere in Florida still. We're on the very top. We're about to pop into Alabama. Just filling up with gas and some food. I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about yesterday. It obviously didn't go how I wanted. I really didn't talk much about it. They said I was going to get another chance, but the weather was just coming in too fast, and I had to get everybody else ran me before I got a second chance. And when the last person went, it started dumping rain, so they got everything off just in time. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get headed home, and once I get home, I'll kind of go over the whole entire story of what happened. Just back in Texas, got some more people looking at the rat rod, as usual. Every gas stop always has someone. Dude, look at that, dude. Double car dollies.
What are you doing, buddy?
Nice. You crazy motherfucker.
And texting on the phone.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Dude, these guys are unbelievable.
So dangerous.
That is unbelievable. Oh, now I gotta cut it. What the hell? What is that noise? Well, everybody, we made it back from Florida. Overall, it was a good trip. We didn't have the best showing, but overall, it was a pretty good trip. I really enjoyed myself. I'm sure everybody wants to know what happened with the rat rod, why was our burnout the way that it was. Well, let me go over some stuff for you. Starting out at the driver's meeting, we were told, all the drivers were told, that we would get a second shot if something wasn't working in the burnout. Say you started going and you couldn't get your tires spinning and just were having issues. They said if you quit soon enough, you get out and you don't waste a bunch of time trying to get your tires to spin, you would get a second shot. This thing never has issues spinning the tires. It's light, it's got a V8, it's got plenty of torque, it can spin the tires no issues. One thing that I was having some issues with when we were doing testing is if I did a really hard tip-in, I would slosh the fuel around in the bowl, and I wasn't getting enough fuel in the bowl to suck up. It was sloshing around, so wherever the pickup was in the carburetor, it wasn't picking up enough fuel. And I talked to Nick, you guys probably know his van called Plumber's Crack, and we had a pretty good conversation about some carburetor tune-ups, and I was very interested in what he was saying, and so I made a carburetor adjustment accordingly. Unfortunately, when I was doing the carburetor adjustment, it's a float bowl change. So when we were doing the float bowl change, this is just a off-the-shelf carburetor. You guys know it's not even a boosted carburetor. When I started changing the float bowl, the fitting inside the float bowl, when I was doing the float bowl change, the gasket in the float bowl, it's a felt gasket, it completely got ruined when I was doing that. And so I was trying to make that change, and when I changed it, I got it changed to where I want, but it started leaking and there's fuel coming out of it. So I was trying not to change the level of the float, but when I was trying to get it to not leak, I'm pretty sure that I tightened it too much, and when I tightened it, it made the floats lower level than they were before. Because when I went out there, it just kept dying, And the whole reason it was dying was because it was running out of fuel. That's not a good thing. You don't want your car to be boosted and leaning out at the same time. That's not good. And that's what we did with this. I still have not I haven't done a compression or leak down test. I am going to be doing that after this video. That's going to be the next video most likely. But I just kind of wanted to explain what happened. That's what happened. So once I experienced that happening, I stopped and I left. And I went outside the burnout pad, and when they came up to me, the officials, I said, hey, I can fix it. I'll be right back around in 2 seconds. They said, okay, no problem. So I had Chris run back to the trailer. He ran back. He grabbed the tools that I needed to adjust it, and I adjusted it and tightened it to where I needed to have the floats. It was seeping a little bit out of the carburetor, but I got it to seal, and I could tell that it was perfect. I knew exactly what the issue was, because when I pulled it out, when I pulled out and I looked at the float bowl, it was completely empty. So it was for sure set wrong. And so I set it while it was running, and I could tell that the floats were gonna be perfect. And it's what I should have had the first time when I adjusted it. I'm young and I haven't adjusted stuff under pressure and right before competition and stuff. And it's just, anybody can do it. We're all humans. I made a mistake is what happened. So I had been sitting in line for about 10 minutes. And once I was in line, the officials came up to me and said, hey, sorry, you can't go. And I said, what do you mean, why can't I go? I was really quick about shutting everything down and trying not to waste time for the event and coming out. They said, sorry, man, the weather's coming in and we need to get the Burnout Rivals class going, which is, for you that don't know, that class is a class pretty much on top of my class. So I'm considered the open class, but it's more like the first timers or people that haven't really won anything. I think once you win this class, you automatically have to go to Burnout Rivals. So the weather started coming in and they needed to get people cycled through. I, at that moment, was pretty upset because the amount of time and effort that I put into this exact event was probably a little over 5 months. As far as money goes, I can't even think about that. That's too much money. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. It's a lot. But that's part of racing, and that's part of any type of motorsports competition. We don't do this to make money or make a living. We do this to have fun. And so it was a little heartbreaking, but I understood where they're coming from. They had to get everyone going. It's not fair to run me twice when someone else hasn't even gone once. So I totally understand. It wasn't their fault. It's not like they could have controlled the weather. They were trying to do their best, make the event happen, and because of them not letting me go, every single person got off of burnout. And the weather was not looking like that was going to happen. Bioscript Garage was the last car to do a burnout, and literally right at the end of his burnout, it started raining. So they ran the event perfectly. Everybody got their cars loaded up during a sprinkle instead of a complete downpour. So I think they ran the event smooth. I couldn't ask for a better event. It was laid back. It wasn't stressful. Everybody at the Freedom Factory was super nice. You'd think with having everybody so well known there and famous that it would be really tight and everyone would just probably be rude, because sometimes that's how you feel when you go where people are very well known and famous. But everyone was so nice there. There wasn't a single person that wasn't nice, even all the famous people. I mean, it was just a really good event overall. Some of the positives that came out of it was everyone that watches my channel watches Cleetus. I can almost guarantee that. So obviously you guys have seen Killer B on Cleetus' channel. He drives that blown 5th Gen Camaro, and he came over to my pits before the burnout competition, and his whole crew came over, and we talked for probably 10, 15, 20 minutes, and it was a really cool experience. They are just down-to-earth guys, just like every single person on this earth is. They completely just talked to me. They talked to me about burnout competitions, where they started out. They said, man, we sucked our first burnout competition. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, at least I'm not going to suck. Well, here we are. I sucked. But they said they started out with similar setups, and it was kind of just reassuring, and they were very supportive. And that's why I like doing these burnouts, because everyone's like, Colin, it's just a 2-minute burnout and you spend months getting ready for it. But until you're in the burnout car doing burnouts with an entire crowd cheering you on, you won't understand the feeling. You just won't. It's not like a kid being a hoodlum doing a burnout on the street. It's doing it for a crowd. It's doing it for people to get excited about something. You can't explain it until you're there, and it's just hard to explain. You can't explain it because you can only feel it if you've done it. But anyway, I love the feeling of doing that. My first burnout was actually better when it was NA, but it felt pretty good. Everybody cheering me on and everything. So I don't want this to be a negative video, because it takes a lot of work to come and go do stuff like this. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna load up the rat rod and head to Florida next weekend. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. It doesn't work like that. I got done with my burnout competition in Houston, and I looked at the schedule and I said, you know what, I want to go to that burnout competition in Florida. And I spent time and hours getting the rat rod better than it was before. Maybe the turbos weren't the best idea. Maybe I should have done a blower. I mean, you can't ever second guess yourself. I put turbos on it, and this thing will do a nasty burnout if I have everything set up right. I had a very good time there. It was a lot of positives. One of the coolest things about the whole event was meeting Doug Cook. If you don't know who Doug Cook is, he's the owner of Motion Raceworks. Motion Raceworks is one of the biggest car part manufacturers in the US right now, and they only consist of USA made parts. And that's something that the country really, really needs as far as quality goes. He's very down to earth, and he came over and looked at the rat rod and complimented it. And knowing a guy that does such high level stuff complimenting your ride, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We have the Motion Raceworks breathers on here. I'm sure you guys saw that video. It was really cool to meet a guy and have him appreciate stuff. It's just really cool to see people that you look up to give you compliments on your own stuff. I got a lot of compliments on the rat rod in general for the weekend. Driving from Houston, Texas to Florida, you guys would not believe the amount of thumbs up we got. It was awesome. One of my favorite times is we crossed the Florida border. We're in Florida for about 5 minutes. Some guy comes up with a straight pipe 4Runner. He comes up next to us, and he about runs into me, so excited, and he's just going through his passenger window, just thumbs up, that's so cool, man, that's so cool. I'm like, thanks, dude. And that thing's straight piped, and he gasses it, and he takes off, and he starts passing and weaving people, and he was all fired up. It was pretty funny. But when you own something like this, you can't be upset for long. You know, you still own a twin turbo rat rod. You can't be that upset about it. So I guess it's time to go over future plans for the rat rod. We're gonna go ahead and start on the EFI on this thing next week. That should be good to go. 2 months should be plenty of time to get it going, and if there's any more parts that we need to get, we can do that. And then I want to do disc brakes on the front of this thing. We have the Volkswagen drum brakes, and they're just not good enough. During the burnout contest in Florida, I was able to control it a lot better. We have the line lock working. It's just those drum brakes don't hold much. They just don't. They're meant for a 1,000-pound Volkswagen or however much those weigh. They're not meant for a big V8 on the front. They're not meant for it. So they make some pretty trick disc brake setups that I know will hold this back just fine. So we're gonna go ahead and work on getting some disc brakes on the front of this thing and maybe getting a 4 9/8 in the rear of this thing. We're gonna try and work on the front and the back. Those are kind of the most important to me, I believe. You guys saw what we did in the rear end. I'm not a big fan of it. We were really crunched on time for that. So if I can get a 9" in the rear, disc brakes on the front, I'll be pretty happy where this thing sits. So we can do some burnouts with that. I'd be really happy with that type of setup on the rat rod. I'd really be up in the game on it. But other than that, I just wanted to give you guys an update of everything that went on. It was still a great trip. I appreciate everyone's support. I got so much support from everyone when I was down. I made a Facebook post and I was pretty down. So just thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone's support. It really means a lot. Someone I have to thank is all my sponsors. I got to thank all my sponsors for getting on board and helping me out with this. I'm a very small fish in a very big sea, and I appreciate them coming to support what I'm doing. I have to thank Late Model Engines, Racewife Graphics, REDTIDE Canopies, SHITBOX Supply, and the new DRAGSTRIP up in Spokane, Washington. I am super excited for everybody to get a DRAGSTRIP up there. It's in Airway Heights. The QLISPE tribe is taking it over. I'm going to put their logo up right here. I cannot wait for everyone up there to get their DRAGSTRIP back. That's where I'm from. That's my hometown. That's why they supported me. We're going to get a big old sticker and put it on the rat rod. I'm super excited for everyone to have a DRAGSTRIP back up in Airway Heights. It's going to be awesome. So anyway, guys, thank you again for watching. We'll see you in the next one.